Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online with me, Master of 98. For those of you that watched my last episode before this one, I thank you a lot. Your support is greatly appreciated. For those of you that did not watch it, I'll give a brief recap of what we did last episode for you to know exactly what went on. So we started off by creating our character, then we went through the basic tutorials, got our first ship and our first crew members. Now, it was brought to my attention that my first episode was actually quite lengthy. I apologize for that. After doing a little bit of research, I found out that I actually did all of the tutorials in the first episode. It was actually not one tutorial, but multiples put together. So hopefully this episode will be quite a bit shorter for your convenience. So, let's get started here. That was weird. Alright, so I believe we were supposed to go to the Pollux system, which is actually right over here, so we will go do that right now. Let's hope there's no lag like in the last episode. That was pretty bad. Alright, let's begin communication breakdown. So I believe last time we were supposed to be following another ship to help them, and then we were going to head back to ESD.
We're here, Captain. The USS Kittimer is dead ahead, and the Renown is beside us. Our orders are to make contact with the Kittimer and find out why they've not responded to our hails.
Very good. Set a course for the Kittimer. Something I didn't mention last time, in the last episode, was that the tutorial was actually very different from when I played it. When I played it, your ship had a captain, but you didn't go through the academy. Your ship was taken over by the Borg, and you had to fight them back and get back to Earth space dock. So tail the Kittimer here. Static. Let's cut through the static and boost the signal.
Yes, sir. I will require approximately 15 seconds to make the necessary adjustments.
That's pretty precise. Okay, understood.
Ah, Captain Fulon. Captain Taggart? What are you both doing here?
Not Captain Taggart, sir. I am in command of the Schrodinger. Captain Bullock ordered me to come with him to your location. Let Captain Bullock explain the situation. I think since we are the lower officer, we'll let Bullock explain.
We attempted to inform you that the Renown would be escorting these cadets back to Earth space dock, but we were unable to establish a subspace link. I thought it prudent to investigate.
That's actually quite a good decision.
I'm relieved to see both of you. The anomalies must be interfering with our communications. Where is Captain Taggart?
Okay, so we can explain, or let Bullock explain. I think we'll let Bullock explain again.
These cadets were the unfortunate victims of a Klingon ambush. Captain Taggart is dead, and the ship is under the command of this cadet. The Renown was escorting them back to Earth space dock, but when we could not raise the Kittimer, I deemed it imperative to alter our course and assess the situation. Captain Yim, what is your status?
Alright, I guess we're listening to Captain Yim as well.
I'm troubled by the anomalies in this system, and if they're affecting long-range communications, then they're doubly a cause for concern. Let's do this by the numbers. We've already launched 9 probes. Now that they're active, we can do an in-depth scan of the anomalies.
Okay.
With all 3 ships collecting data, we should be able to complete this quickly and formulate a course of action. The Renown has the largest science team, so I recommend we send our data there for analysis. Any questions?
No questions, sir. Or no questions, sir. I'm confident that my crew is up to the task. I think we'll be confident in the crew.
You're quite confident for a cadet. You remind me a bit of myself when I was an ensign. Of course, I wasn't commanding a ship back then. Let's see how you perform before you start claiming that chair full-time.
Understood. Alright, so what was it we were supposed to do? Yes, that's right, we were supposed to go collect data.
Set your ship's power levels to have a focus on attack.
That I know. The lag is back, mysteriously. Oh boy. That's not something we want to deal with. Alright, come on. Ooh, the lag is back pretty badly. I can't even slow down my ship. There we go. And let's see if we can... We'll sit here for a couple minutes. Give me a second, guys, while I work out this situation. I might end up, for this episode, for you guys, for your convenience, I might end up cutting out some of these sections where it's really laggy. I might cut out a lot of the boring sections too. Although I might not. If you guys want, to keep some of the stuff in, or want me to take stuff out, let me know, and in the comments, and I will begin. When I make these episodes, I will begin cutting stuff out. So here, let's start scanning Point Alpha.
Reports indicate traces of gamma radiation, but there's something off in the readings.
Well, that can't be right. Alright, scan Point Beta. What are the other two ships doing? I must be scanning over there.
Kittimer here. Are you seeing the same gamma radiation levels that we are? I'm not sure that a normal scan will be enough. We might need to do a full multiphasic reading.
We saw the same issue. How can we improve our findings?
My Chief Science Officer, Commander Davis, suggests that performing a reverse tachyon pulse wave scan will solve our sensor issue. Perform your final scans and then report back.
Understood. Alright, so we're gonna move on to the final cloud of green stuff. Stuff. Yeah, I don't actually know what it is.
Deflector dish is realigned for reverse tachyon pulse wave, sir.
Alright, scan Point Gamma. Ooh, that's an interesting particle effect.
Picking up a transwarp signature. It's right on top of us! The board!
Oh gosh, shoot at them. Don't just sit still. Okay, so they didn't completely take the board out. Seems like we're gonna take them out pretty easily though. Let's see, what does this do? Oh, okay, so that's emergency powered to shields. That's nice. My engineering officer on my other ship has that. Quite a good thing to have. Alright, boards are almost knocked out here, and we're good.
Network under attack. Use full impulse to reach her quickly.
I would when I get full impulse back.
Activate full impulse.
I'm going to use the shift and R method. I do not need to use your arrow method. However, I'm going to wait until it actually gives me full impulse back, which it is now. Alright, so we'll attack the nearest probe. Actually, that's not the nearest probe, that's the nearest probe. Activate our high-yield torpedoes. Maybe we can knock out this probe a little faster. Oh, it looks like they're not actually... Oh no, the renown is attacking. That one's interesting. It looks like a Cardassian turned into a board. Maybe it is. Who knows? Alright. That's pretty easy. Didn't know this is like level 3 enemies, but that was
This is the
really
emergency
easy.
medical hologram aboard the USS Kittimer. I am requesting assistance from any Federation vessel in range. I've lost contact with the bridge. I am unable to contact Commander Davis for new instructions.
EMH, give me a situation report.
The Kittimer is being overwhelmed by Borg boarding parties. These Borg are different than the ones in my history records. They seem disconnected somehow. They're strange, but still quite dangerous.
Can you hold out on your own? We have problems of our own to deal with.
I am an emergency medical hologram, not a miracle worker.
Ah. In a parody of the words of the guy who played the Doctor on Voyager when he was auditioning. What should we do?
The Borg were brutally efficient on the Kittimer. The emergency medical hologram may be in command simply because no one else is fit to do so. The Borg have not been seen in the Alpha Quadrant in decades. Their arrival cannot simply be a coincidence. However, I hesitate to speculate without the full data from all of the probes.
What do you need us to do?
I will send teams to aid the Kittimer. You will have to finish the scans. We need to know the extent of the Borg presence here. You must also inform me if you or your crew are unable to continue. The Borg evoke a strong emotional response that can rattle even trained Starfleet officers. A crew of cadets that have already survived a Klingon attack may be unable to cope.
Alright, so we can either trust our crew. Yeah. Having speech problems today. We can either trust our crew or ask Flores what the status of the crew is. I trust the crew. It's my crew. Of course I trust them. Went to the academy with them. They can be very well trusted. Alright, so I think we were supposed to scan... Yeah. We have to complete the Kittimer scans to make sure that we're not, like, missing anything. Ah, there's those particle effects again.
Please transmit the data so we may begin our analysis.
Alright, let's transmit the data, and... there we go.
We have your data, and our science team is analyzing it now.
Alright, well that's not what he says there, but whatever. What's the status of the Kittimer?
Our tactical teams have eliminated the Borg boarding parties on the Kittimer. Why do you ask?
Can we use the Kittimer to help analyze the data?
There is an 88.47% chance that you will need my help.
That's strangely accurate. I mean, wow, he is the EMH though. He's technically a computer on legs. Let's see here. Agreed, you can help the Renown analyze the data we've accumulated in the system. Can you? I'm suddenly having second thoughts about this. No, let's ask him.
I have
for help.
75 million gigaquads of computer memory and an extensive library of files on military tactics and command strategies. I believe I can spare a few bits of processing power for you.
Well, that's useful. Let's see what we can determine. That's a lot of data space. This is Star Trek,
Borg
but still.
transwarp signatures detected. Prepare your ship for combat.
They're firing. I need help.
I'm coming. Turn around and fire all weapons. Divert shield power with forward shields. Not that that's really gonna matter. Don't even use that on my other character. By the time I get shield power diverted to the forward shields, my shields are usually down because of the Borg anyways. However, my ship can still withstand it. I make a lot of references to my other character. Again, if you guys want to see my other character at any point in time, just comment or send me a message, private message or something like that, and I'll see what I can do about getting an episode together for exploring my other character.
More Borg! I don't know if we're ready for this.
We're totally ready, Flores. If you're not ready, you can back in. I'm totally ready. Taken on the board before. See, this is more reminiscent of the tutorial mission that I did when I first played the game. Not very reminiscent, but we've released them forward at this point. Because on the tutorial mission for my other character, we actually had to help the EMH with things, but it wasn't out in ship mode like this, it was actually a ground battle inside my own ship. That was a long time ago, though. I can't remember exactly what happened. Alright, so get rid of that trade.
Your composure. Logically, you can defeat the Borg with Admiral Janeway's tactics.
That's right, she's an admiral. That was my favorite show.
You are Starfleet officers. You are prepared for this.
We are. Oh gosh, transwarp gateway.
Multiple Borg warp signatures detected.
Of course, spheres.
It's an invasion force.
That's different from the old tutorial.
We're outnumbered. There's no way we can...
What the heck? They all just
The
disappeared.
Borg are departed, most likely for a more strategic target. Direct your fire at the remaining sphere.
I can do that.
Focus your fire, and we shall prevail.
Yep. Update the shield. Ooh, finally, I got a basic maneuvers. I don't remember getting that. Probably when I leveled up last episode. As I was saying earlier, my favorite Star Trek show was Voyager.
Direct hit.
Actually, what was your guys' favorite Star Trek season? Star Trek series? Blech. I think I said Star Wars. Sorry. Sorry if I offended any of you Star Trek fans out there.
Here is the situation as we see it. The Borg are using the Pollux system as a staging area for a larger invasion. Long-range sensors are already detecting inbound transwarp signatures. The most likely target for a first strike is the Vega system. There is a civilian colony there, and if the Borg could take it by surprise, they would have large numbers of new drones at their disposal.
What is our next course of action? What's the status of the Kittimer? Or the tactical one? I think we'll do the tactical one. We can go warn the Vega colony. I think we'll do the tactical one.
Very observant of you. The Renown is better equipped to hold off further Borg attacks and assist the Kittimer. We must remain here. Once you have warned the colony, return to Earth's space dock.
Understood. We will set a course for Vega.
Most missions can be turned in remotely. Click the icon next to the mission to
Alright. Oh.
It is imperative that you warn the colony at Vega of the impending attack. We will do what we can to hold off the Borg here in Vega and
We have to make our way to Vega as soon as we can, Captain. I just hope we're not too late to warn the colony. Are you ready to go?
Not yet. Okay. So it looks like the next one will get me my final officer. Alright. So we will exit this
We
here.
have to make our way to Vega.
Part of the system. And
Shields up, red alert.
something tells me they're going to die. Yeah, something tells me they're gonna die.